All right, girls, so I'm going to show you how I got my new favorite hair color. This is my Barbie pink units, okay? I'm going to be using 2 bundles of 18 inches from the Crown collection and one 13 by 4 18-inch frontal. Yeah, baby, you see those baby hairs? It comes like that. Benji, say hello since you just got me in the camera. All right, so I did 2 strand tests because I wanted to figure out what root color I wanted, and that's why you see these 2 babies right here. I decided to go with the lightest one. So let's get into this root, honey. I'm going to use my Wella Dark Blonde Intense Ash. And I'm going to use Pink Petal and Soft Lavender from Adore to achieve this look. Now what I'm going to do is take my brush and lightly dip it. You don't want to overload the brush because that's how you accidentally get color on your blonde hair. We don't got time to be correcting nothing, right? So just be very light-handed when you're applying the color. Very, very light. I mean, it may seem like it's taking forever, but it'll just work in your favor. So I like to do the front first because that's usually what I need to be the darkest and what I need to process longer. Then I'm going to flip that baby around and get into those roots, honey. Make sure you get both sides of the root. If you get a little bit on the hair, don't worry. Just take your time because you want this to look professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want this to look like a hack job. So be very, very patient. Watch your favorite show. Listen to some music. You ain't got nowhere to go. Do this on a Saturday. All right, the frontal is finito. Now I'm going to take just one bundle and highlight and darken the roots just because this is going to be like probably the top bundle. So if the wind blows, you know, I don't want to see pink roots. You don't have to do both, but if you are anal, you definitely can, you know, nobody's knocking you. I just don't got time for that. So I'm just going to do one bundle and you'll see that it's more than enough. What I use instead of conditioner, like most people do, is I used a 40 volume developer. I just did not have time for the bleeding, okay? I'm not going to be recoloring this unit, watching what temperature water that I wash it with. I just didn't have time. So if you want your color to stay a little bit longer, you can use developer. Also, it depends on the quality of the hair you're using. This is raw hair, so it's very high quality. So if you use developer on blonde, it's not going to melt in front of your face as long as you don't, like, you know, put it in the oven or something. But basically, I'm going to show you girls later a mistake that I made, but I'm just going to talk you through it. If you want your color to be more of a dusty pale pink, follow this first step that I'm doing, which is just diluting the color and applying it to the hair. I don't know why I got crazy and overly ambitious, but I was like, you know what? I think I want a more vibrant pink. I want pink. I'm going to do pink. I'm going to do pink. And I just added the color like straight out the bottle, mixed in with the diluted color, and the hair was beautiful, but it was way more vibrant than I thought I wanted it to be. And I'm gonna show you girls how I corrected that. But if you want more of a dusty pink, stick to the script, which is the first thing I was doing, which is just diluting it with developer. If you want more of a color payoff or a highlight low light situation, then you could do this, okay? But I'm just showing you guys that I'm being really transparent here and showing you guys the mistake that I made, because afterwards then I realized, wait, this is a little too vibrant. I don't want to, you know, be in these streets too pink. And I'll show you girls how I corrected that again. But this is basically what I followed through. I kept going up to the root because I wanted the root to have a little bit of pigment as well. And if this gets on your lace, it's okay. It's honestly going to wash right out. Continue doing this with the entire frontal. At this point I was like, dang, I think I could do blonde. Like, I like this platinum, and that might be next. Wearing this pink has definitely opened me up. It honestly looks a lot more flattering than you think on brown skin. I was completely shocked. I get so many compliments on this color. But anyway, you're going to make sure that you comb this through and massage the color into the frontal. And this is where I lost my mind, y'all, because I would have been okay, but I still had to go and add more color. Like, are you dumb? Is you stupid or is you dumb? So I ended up having to strip this later, but you know, if you guys want, you'll see the finished product and then you'll see the finished product after I corrected it. So depending on what you want, you know, follow those steps. But now I'm gonna just go into the bundle. Same thing. I'm gonna alternate between the diluted color and the straight pigment in the bowl. And for my second bundle, I'm just gonna add that pigment straight from the root because again, we didn't do the dark roots, and that's about it. this is the point in my playback. I was like, I wanted to stop and say, hi, my name is Tiara, and you're probably wondering why I'm here. This is where I lost my ever-loving mind. And I guess I just wanted to be a unicorn, guys. But anyway, again, it depends on what you want. This was the pink that I got, which was beautiful. I was obsessed with it until I put it on and I realized, wait, I want it to be a little bit more subtle. But we'll get into that later. If you girls want to see how I make my lace front units, I will have the link in the description box below. I have like a detailed video showing you how I make these bad boys like it's a Milton. Can we get a thumbs up for this natural hair popping though? Wigs are life. Do you see these curls? I'm deep conditioning right now, so don't mind me looking a little cray-cray. But I'm gonna just construct my wig like I usually would. I was a little rushy with this. I used black thread because this thread is nylon thread, so it's really thin and you can't really tell. It's not like cotton and really dark at the root. But I wanted you guys to see this because on the bottom track, I added that rooted track, so when the wind blows, you only see the brown root, and then I went back in with all that pink and alternated. Basically, at the bottom and the top, you want to make sure that you have rooted hair. We cute, right? So I don't know if it was like the lighting or whatever, but the hair looks really dusty pink here. Was actually way more vibrant than this. But I'm just going to do a nice blunt cut going all the way around. This is 18 inches of hair. And then I'm going to just add some layers and do my signature deep side part because I'm just, you know, typical Tsitsi. Deep side part is just what I do. So I just used a big iron and added some random curls. I didn't want it to be too done because the color was vibrant enough. I didn't need wand curls with this pink hair, okay? I just needed a nice soft blowout look. So that's exactly what these alternating curls will do. When you curl in different directions and you comb it out, it gives you a really nice finish. So I had an aha moment. I said, hey, let me turn off my chandelier because that overhead light is making this pink out to be a liar. And now you can see how vibrant it is. It actually was a little bit more vibrant than that. If you girls were worried about the lace matching your skin, don't worry. I got y'all. I would never leave you hanging. So what I did was use my MAC Mineralizing Skin Finish. And I really worked that into the lace, just the front because I wasn't really too focused on the back. And this is going to just help it blend as soon as you put it on that face of yours. All right, y'all. So this is where I should have stopped, but I just was so afraid. I've never done a look like this. I was like, let me add some roots. So Cover Your Gray is really good for a temporary root color. I didn't use anything permanent because I wasn't sure what I was gonna want, and you see the effect that I got. And I'm just gonna set that with some spritz and brush that baby through. Now again, this is temporary, so I was able to wash this out. Now the dark root look, I wasn't mad at. It looks really good, but it wasn't what I was going for. So again, if this is what you're going for, you good. This is what it's gonna look like. You're still cute. So I wore the unit for a few days and realized, all right, girl, I want it to be a little bit lighter. So I put equal parts shampoo and 30 volume developer and soaked my wig in it and combed it through and let it sit for about 25 minutes. And that stripped a lot of the pigment out of the pink without damaging the hair. It was still fleeky. I just deep conditioned the hair and styled it like I usually would. And that's how I came up with the final look that your girl saw in the thumbnail. And I love it so much. I mean, exactly what I was going for. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, hit that thumbs up button. I love you girls. Thank you so much for rocking with me and my new pink wig. Ew.
I'm so hyped because I finally got this color and I wanted, you know what I'm saying? This wasn't easy, man. This was a process.